pen, get ready to take some notes because I believe I've got a good word for you. Genesis 50:20 in the NLT says, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it all for good. He brought me to this position so I could save the lives of many people." So here, Joseph, we read, God gave Joseph a dream, and it said that his brothers would bow down in reverence to him. The brothers got a little jealous. His dad made him a coat, a robe with many colors to show that he was the father's favorite son. So all the other brothers got a little jealous, and they're like, you know what? We're done, Joseph being the favorite one. Let's kill him. Let's throw him in a cistern, throw him in the pit, and just let him die. We'll just tell Dad that, some wild animals came and tore up his brand new robe that was made for him. That didn't happen. They ended up selling him into slavery. Okay, now Joseph is sold into slavery, and he actually ends up being Pharaoh's second in command because God's favor was on him. When you have the favor of God on your life, it doesn't matter if you're thrown into the pit, you'll be raised up to living in the palace, part of our covenant, right? So his brothers ended up finally coming to Egypt because the famine was so bad. And they realized it's actually the second in command to Pharaoh. And so it doesn't matter what you've been through in life. Joseph also spent some time in prison. Like he went to the pit, he went to the palace, he went down to prison, and now he's back up in the palace, governor of it all. And so when his brothers come to him for food because of this famine, reveals his identity, saying, hey, remember me, Joseph, your brother, the one that you threw into the pit and wanted to kill, the one that you sold into slavery? Yeah, that's me. I'm still alive. God still got me, but don't worry. I've forgiven you. And I believe that God has set this whole thing up for the good of our people, for our good. He brought me to this position so I could save the lives of many people. So what the enemy has for your life, he's got a plan and purpose for your life, just like God does. But we know that the enemy's plan is not good. It's meant for evil. God's plan is meant for good. So it doesn't matter what you've been through in life, whether you're in the pit, you're in prison, or you're up in the palace, God still has a good plan and purpose for your life. The enemy's plans are null and void. In Jesus' name, we declare that. So no matter what you've been through, allow God into those moments, into that pain, into that trauma, into that hurt, that shame, and let God turn it around for your good, but for his glory, because it's all about him. And then you can go back and get those people that find themselves in your story. Okay, so those places where you have that pain and shame, you allow God in to heal you. Okay, so you get your healing, and then you go back and get those people and say, look what God's done for me. I've been in that spot that you are right now. I've been in that same position that you are right now. And let me tell you about Jesus. Just pray that Genesis 50:20 is an encouragement to you. You intended to harm me, but God intended it all for good. You see, it doesn't matter what we go through. God can turn it around. You can allow God to turn your mess into his message, right? Into your testimony. It doesn't matter what it looks like. Don't allow, what it looks like, what it feels like, what it sounds like to consume you, right? Don't get focused on the problems. We need to lift our head up and our eyes up and focus on God and his promises for our lives. So if you are a surrendered vessel to Christ, these promises, they belong to you. It's part of your covenant. Okay, and just like Joseph, his brothers tried to keep him in the pit, tried to kill him, they sold him. Okay, we all have a story. So even in the bad parts of your story, God can turn it around for your good. Okay, so keep that hope. Jesus is our hope. All right, he is the hope, our firm foundation, which we build our life upon. So whether you're in the pit right now, whether you're in prison right now, lift your head up, get your eyes on Jesus, because it's time for you to move into that palace in Jesus.